Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our basically I'll look at the stock markets, gold, silver, and some other individual shares, also some a couple of other commodities. So straight over to the markets, straight over to the charts. That's the one. Right, so yeah, here we go. Here's the 4-hour S&P chart. So yeah, you can see we're still holding, well, pretty much at highs here. So this is pretty important levels we're at. It's a case now of, are we gonna, if we break these highs, I can't really see much between us and the 786 over the next well, couple of weeks. But we sort of, if we break back below this level, and especially back below this horizontal support here, what is horizontal support was obviously overhead resistance before, we could start to see a larger correction. I'm not necessarily calling for taking out the lows or anything, and we just have to play it as we go along. But yeah, we could be in for a bit of a move down. Fundamentally speaking, I know obviously fundamentals have pretty much gone out the window at the moment, but there becomes a point in time when this just becomes this rally in the stock market, when people are rioting and losing their jobs and there's just wealth inequality. They might think, right, we need to cool this off a bit, because it's not the best optics. So and yeah, and obviously I don't know how long the Fed can necessarily basically keep up the confidence markets have in the Fed, because they're not really as powerful, as like physically powerful as the market thinks they are. They're more just have the power of this confidence that they instill, and as long as people are confident in the Fed, then that's where their real power comes from. It is a confidence game, basically. So what I'm saying is they could start to lose confidence. The market could start to lose confidence on their ability to basically print jobs and print cash flow and print earnings for companies, as opposed to literally just print liquidity in inverted commas. But anyway, so that's enough on that. What we've got going, what we can see on the daily, we still got this sell trade under this 9. If we close a daily under here, which is why we had that level on, it's still around the 3020 level. So we close a daily under there. I think that would definitely open the downside based on that daily 9. And I mean, closing a daily above the daily 9, which we look like, well, is obviously early in this trading day. But if we close above this 9, that's potential, just potential more upside. So we'll actually draw this in now, just so we can kind of see. And we're close to it at the moment. So if we close a little bit higher than we are today, you would think that would activate a move, at least to the 786. So we'll draw that on there. So yeah, that's what we're looking at in the S&P. Right, so let's have a look at oil. Yeah, you can see we had this trade. It must have been, I don't know if it was based off of 4 hours. Quite a long wick on that 9. We've got a yeah. Which one? Where was it? Yeah, it's more just probably just we based it off a horizontal. If we close below here, then we got a sell trade. We obviously did have the daily 9 here. So I mean, you could say it should be under the actual bottom wick of that candle, but it does make more sense just to sell this level of basically recent historical support. So if we break below there, we'd expect a lot of stops to be triggered and a move down to occur. But daily count still on a 4, 12 hour on a 5, and then 4 hour on a 6. So I don't think we'll necessarily get much of a move down at the moment. Sort of consolidate here, maybe push a bit higher before then potentially looking for a reversal. But we don't have to have one. We can just keep going up and up and up. There's no real drama there. So let's have a look at USO. USO is obviously going to be similar to oil. Yeah, you see we still had the same sell trade in here. We didn't close a daily below. We bounced off it. I guess if we take this high out here, that will trigger some more upside. What have we got going on in gold? So yeah, so gold, we've only really got a target going on here of like over 1800. The dollar has been pretty weak, which is clearly a headwind. A tailwind helping gold in its climb. If that is to reverse, expect some pressure. It doesn't have to happen, but expect some sort of pressure. on gold with its rise. Daily, I don't think we won't have anything particularly to look at TD count on the daily. I guess the daily is just a case of well, these highs really. Maybe this candle body here, maybe there would be a good level. If we get above there, then I think we'll probably start trading a lot higher. So we'll put this line across here, and then we'll just draw another little one there. So if we get over there, that's kind of what I think will happen in short order. Gold silver ratio, I'm guessing still. Sorry, silver, not the gold silver ratio. We'll look at the gold silver ratio next. But yeah, silver. So we had a 4-hour 9, which we didn't, which basically there was no trade. This was the bottom of the 9 candle. We didn't close below it, so no real trade. We can leave that in because that's still an important level. We take out this level, then yeah, potential downside to target, but nothing that we can see really at the moment. Yeah, nothing on the daily, and I don't think we had anything on the 12-hour, did we? No, nothing on the 12-hour. So so yeah, break below here, potential sell down to well, what this level is. Well, it's on the 12-hour, it's a 21. I'm not sure why we're targeting the 12 hours on the 21, but hey. But yeah, if we break this level as well, then definitely expect some more downside. So gold silver ratio. Gold silver ratio basically came down to roughly where we're looking to, having a bit of interest off the 9 here. We can move this down now. So what we're kind of looking at is if we break above here, we can move up, and then if we break below it, we'll continue our descent. So we'll draw that other line on here. This is the sell line. We'll actually make this a bit thinner because there was no real reason for it to be so thick. And then yeah, we'll make this a bit thinner too. So yeah, we'll carry on. If we break this line, carry on downside. If we break above this level, then yeah, maybe target this 200 on the 12-hour. Yep, there we go. So yeah, that's kind of what I'll be looking at here in gold. I don't think there's anything interesting on the 4-hour to kind of get us into a trade. Let's just have a look. Yeah, I mean, well, we had the 4-hour 9, but we're quite a bit lower, so we'll take the 12-hour 9 as a potential entry. Let's have a look at copper. How's copper doing? There, it's making a beeline for the top of the top of the channel. So we actually had what would have been a failed sell trade here. So we had our sell. We actually broke below, and then we didn't sustain below. We turned around and carried on going up. So this again would be a function of dollar weakness. So yeah, so that would have been, you'd have to have stopped out of that trade. Your stop would probably been above the high of the 9, and then also what we would have said was above the 9 also, close the candle above the 9, then just go back long again, targeting the top of the channel. So that's really what we're looking for, the top of the channel now. And then yeah, we may even get a 9 at the top of the channel, so this could be really good. We could get one of these scenarios where we just sort of have a bit of indecision and then back down to the bottom of the channel. So this could be setting ourselves up for a nice trade, because you guys know on this last trade I took it, but I wasn't too happy about taking short trades just in the middle of the channel, the middle of the range. But obviously because it was a 9 and we are moving up, we could have dropped out of the channel and had a big move down, so we took it anyway. But yeah, it worked. But obviously this here just kind of shows why it's not always the best thing. But if we get up to here to the top of the channel, obviously that is a better level to take a short from. What other shops should we look at? AMD, we've not had a look at AMD for a while. AMD, do we have any trades marked on for AMD? We had a nice 4-hour 9 trade there, and a nice move down. Great trade there. Anything on the 12-hour? Yeah, again, great trade there. Pretty sure that would have been the same trade. No, well, actually, it would have been around here where we would have got this trade on the 4-hour also, but this one here would have been a different trade. So yeah, 12-hour and 4-hour 9s, two great trades there. Anything on the daily? Daily 9s. Yeah, daily. So daily and 12-hour both here. Both got you in a nice trade, and then yeah, I mean, you could have even taken it off, taken some profits, broke even, held it, went back down. So yeah, great trade there on AMD. Probably should have been keeping an eye on that. Tilray is one of those stock market bounce trades. It just looks like the stock market basically. Yeah, we had an 8, didn't quite make the 9, nothing really on the daily. 12 hour, again the same on the 12 hour, nothing too interesting there. 4 hour, and no real trade entries here either, so not the greatest one to be analysing with the TD. So Starbucks, so we've got this sell here. This is the 4 hour candle. I mean, we could have pretty much got whipped into a trade based on this 9 with this close down here, and then we quickly rallied back up, so that wouldn't have been the greatest trade. 12 hour, I mean, yeah, I think this is the good one. This is the 12 hour. We'll just check the daily 1 second, see if we've got anything interesting on the daily. Yeah, we've got the daily in 12 hour 9, so we'll just base this off the daily for sake of ease. So here is the trade. Some nice horizontal confluence as well. Let's just make this a bit skinnier and get rid of the arrow. And then let's get the arrow on this one. Sorry, let's make it skinnier. We've got the arrow. And yeah, potential move here. I mean, you can target the 50, but we're below the 200-day and the 200-day is down sloping. So, I mean, we could target lower, but we'll target here initially, and we'll actually put on another arrow to say that we are potentially targeting lower if we break that level. Maybe this sort of horizontal support would be an interesting area to target. So, Starbucks potentially on the move down. Beyond Meat, I've not looked at Beyond Meat in a while. What did we have in Beyond Meat? So we had a good trade here based off this daily 9. Well, we sort of got faked into a trade here. Would have come offside. Your stop probably would have been above the 9, so that would have been unfortunate. Or failing that, you could have had it above the actual local high, which was the 7. Usually it is the 9 that is the local high, which is why you have it above the 9. But if the 9 isn't the local high, then having it above the local high, i.e. the 7 candle here, would have been a better place to position you short. Obviously hindsight trading, you can see that, but also in real-time trading, I mean, that isn't necessarily your level to stop at. It's obviously that high there. But anyway, this came back in profit and then back out of profit, and it's basically there or thereabouts at the moment. So yeah, we were targeting obviously the 200 period, which we didn't quite reach. So yeah, let's have a look at the 12 hour daily, see if there's anything else here on Beyond Meat. Had a nice what would have been a buy here, this candle. Yeah, and that would have been a nice bounce off the 4 hour moving average 50 period also. Yeah, so I mean, we did draw this line for the sell trade to come down to basically what was the 50 period, and obviously the 50 period moved up and we did reach it, so interesting. Let's have a look at some of these. I don't know what these were. So we had oh yeah, we did those the other day, so we'll leave that. Let's go back to here. I did want to look at Clorox. Here we go, Clorox. Let's get Clorox on. I'm sure I had it on here, but I don't seem to be able to find it. So either way, we definitely got it now. There we go. Look at that. We had a great trade on Clorox. This would have been from a daily 9. I'm guessing that was the daily 9. No, this was the daily 9. So here we go. Literally perfect trade. That was our target we aimed for. And look at that. Almost reached it. So Clorox here. Good trade. Excellent trade. And I do believe we have a weekly 9 on here. Yes, we do. So we could draw this on for a potential larger move down. But this, wow, look at that. This would be a large move. This would be would be looking for a large move off here. And this could even offer a good level of support. But we will draw it on to keep an eye on it. And then, I mean, you can only really target the weekly 21. So it's not even, I mean, by the time we get down there and break it, you can see how far we've already come down. But we could drift down here more slowly, but then obviously we won't be targeting the 21 because that will be higher than the line. We'll be targeting the 50. But we'll leave that on to kind of see what happens there. But nonetheless, we had a great daily 9. We drew the trade on and we just winner. We closed below, flirted with the line a bit, then bang down, hit basically where our level, our target was, and then reverse back up basically. So interesting trade. LYFT, very very much consolidating here. This is the daily, but yeah, we've got a very easy sell here, a very easy sell trade. sell trade to take. Well, it's just an easy trade. You can easily manage your risk. You just stop either below wherever this high is, as long as it's not unreasonable, or even potentially above the 9 if you just want to play it as a tight trade, because obviously clearly a lot of price action is above. But yeah, break below here. No real target, guys, again, because you can see moving average, we're in moving averages or above us on the daily. So I mean, potentially this sort of level here, just based on a little bit of like weak horizontal confluence. We'll have a look, see on the 12-hour and the 4-hour, see if there's anything more interesting. 4-hour, there'll be a moving average for us. No, nothing for us. So literally just this daily trade. Looks a good look. It just looks an interesting trade opportunity anyway, potential trade opportunity. So yeah, one last one. Let's look at Uber. See what Uber's doing. Uber, yeah, we had the 9, didn't break below it. Did we have a different 9 that we were looking at? We could have looked at the 12-hour one, was a bit higher, and the 4-hour one. No, we didn't, and we got nothing. So there's nothing really going on here. I will just move the potential sell now. I don't know why I was so punchy with where I was targeting with this trade, but we will put it up to here now. And we will make it thin. Easy as that. Who needs Weight Watchers? Make it thin too. And just honestly, don't even ask me why this is all the way down there. We'll just delete that. So yeah, this will be the target. I mean, clearly if we break it, we'll be over here somewhere if we do, because we can't go back in time and break it, can we? So yeah, possibly aim somewhere down. Actually somewhere down to here, so we can see this historical horizontal confluence. So yeah, that's the end of this video today, guys. Any tickets or any companies you want me to look at tomorrow, just let me know in the comments and we can do that. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Remember, not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later.